Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Gen V Season 2 just dropped a massive cameo that completely changes the game. And honestly, it's delivering on a storyline I've been waiting to see pay off since The Boys Season 3. Episode 6 picks up with Marie and her friends escaping from Elmira, desperately trying to figure out where they can hide from Cipher. They're out of options, until someone steps in who no one expected. And it's not just a cameo for shock value. This appearance ties Gen V directly into one of the biggest unresolved threads in the Boys universe. Yes, Giancarlo Esposito is back as Stan Edgar, the man who once ran Vought like a godfather pulling strings behind the scenes. And of course, he shows up in the most Stan Edgar way possible. Calm, confident, and completely in control. He rescues Marie and her group from Vicar, and naturally, he's got an underground bunker ready for them to hide out in. Because who else but Stan Edgar would have a doomsday bunker tucked away just for emergencies? The man even jokes that it's better than Mark Zuckerberg's, which feels exactly like the kind of humor you'd expect from a corporate supervillain who thinks he's saving humanity while cooking frittatas in the apocalypse. But Stan isn't just there for a rescue mission. Over that frittata breakfast, he explains what's really been going on behind the scenes, and more importantly, why he's interested in Marie. He tells her about Project Odessa, a program started decades ago by Thomas Godolkin to create literal god-tier superheroes. It failed miserably at first, leading to countless deaths, but out of all the experiments, only 2 subjects survived, Homelander and Marie Moreau. And that revelation right there changes everything we thought we knew about Marie's power and her place in this world. Stan sees Marie as the key to retaking control of Vought, and he doesn't even try to hide it. He tells her straight up that he's planning to rebuild the company, without Homelander in the picture, and he wants her by his side when it happens. Given what we know about Stan's rivalry with Homelander, this setup basically guarantees a long-awaited confrontation between the two. Stan might not have superpowers, but let's be honest, he's always been one of the smartest and most dangerous people in the entire universe of The Boys. Seeing him plot a comeback like this is exactly the kind of power move I've been waiting years to see play out. And while Marie's not exactly the type to follow orders, the idea of her power evolving beyond Homelander's level opens the door for something huge. Imagine The Boys Season 5 setting up a world where the next generation of supes could actually challenge the icons that came before them, and maybe even destroy the system they were created by. Stan Edgar sees that potential, and even though his motives are never pure, you can't help but think he might be the lesser evil compared to people like Homelander or Cipher. Giancarlo Esposito's return feels like the perfect bridge between Gen V and The Boys, especially as the main series heads toward its endgame. This cameo doesn't just tease a connection, it confirms that the storylines are colliding. And if Stan really is preparing to make his move against Homelander, then The Boys' final season could finally give us that long-awaited face-off between one of TV's most terrifying supes and one of its most brilliant manipulators. But what do you think? Is Stan Edgar really trying to save Vought? Or is this just another play for power? And do you think Marie will side with him, or forge her own path entirely? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you trust Stan Edgar at all? Or do you think he's setting Marie up for something much darker? Let's talk about it, because this twist might just be the one that changes The Boys universe forever.